We are here with Cal State San Bernardino head coach Kim Cherniss, to her left Mehana, and to her right Alexis Cardoza, after a 3-2 victory in the West Region Championship to advance to Denver. First, coach, just an opening statement about tonight's match.
Wow, it was a great match, right? That's everything that a West Region final should be, or an NCAA regional final should be. Both teams playing lights out, going hard, and a lot of drama. Great fan engagement. It was just really, really exciting match to be a part of. And, you know, Azusa Pacific played amazing, I thought. They were an extremely worthy opponent. It kind of frustrates me that they're not, and a few other teams like them, like Anchorage, that they're not getting the recognition across the country that they should be getting in the ABCA poll. It kind of happens because most of those, a lot of those teams don't ever get to see us. The teams in our region. So there's certainly a team that deserves to be in the top 10, top 15 in the country easily. But congratulations to them on an excellent season. There's certainly a program on the rise, and Coach Keefe is doing great things with them.
And tonight, you guys went 5 in a very extended 5, even with the 33-31 in the middle there. But both your 5 setters were at home for titles. Talk a little bit about that feeling, winning something at home, such a big match.
Yeah, I think that going into both tournaments, we actually worked on 5th game drills in practice, and I think that's something that on the court, that was something we communicated, like, we've been working on this all week, we can do this. So just keeping our heads down and kind of staying steady throughout that 5th set is really important for us.
Yeah, just stressing the routine of routine, or the idea of a routine, is also something that we've been emphasizing. And so being at home for both of those matches, like you mentioned, just make that routine a little bit more routine. So
the routine.
Right, the routine. The goal is, regardless of where we're at, that's the routine. But it definitely gives us a little bit of an edge that we get to sleep in our own beds and come practice and come play hard in our own gym.
Tonight in the second set, you guys won that set, but they staved off 9 set points. And it seemed to kind of...
Was it 9?
It was 9. It kind of seemed to change their momentum a little bit. And then you guys had to kind of adjust to that. What did you need to do out there to extend it to the 5 and then find a way to win?
Well, as soon as we lost 33-31, I told Danny we're going 5. Because it's almost too predictable. We're going to have an emotional hangover in the next set. They're going to be riding an emotional high. And to stave off that differential is really tough. I was really proud of us for not getting actually blown out in the 4th. You know, that we stayed fairly tight and we started to kind of slip. That was the whole focus on set 4, is get back into our own, you know, comfort zone emotionally. Get to a place where we're believing, you know, and we're feeling good. And then when we got into set 5, we were still not all the way there. And as soon as I think Lee went back and she got an ace, and then we went up for the side change, I could tell that they were like, this is where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be in the lead, pushing the gap, getting further apart. They knew what to do from that point.
Is that when it kind of felt like it was your match again, when you changed sides?
I think emotional hangover is like the perfect words, just because it took us almost all of set 4 to kind of get back into our groove. Mm-hmm. But like Kim said, as soon as we got like that side change, it was foot on the gas pedal, like we're finishing this right now and doing it as a team in our way, from our side of the net.
And how would you describe your way on your side of the net?
That's a great question. Our way, as in Cal State volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
I think winning the serve and pass game is definitely a strength of ours. Mm-hmm. Being reliable from 3 positions across the net, definitely a strength of ours. And then playing defense like it's the last ball, because in this instance, and we play like in every instance, it is the last ball. And so that, when we feel all those things, kind of those gauges starting to turn, those wheels starting to turn on all cylinders, that's when I know we're having the most fun.
And she's not giving herself enough credit, because our way is being highly accountable on the court. And we have 2 setters, both freshmen, albeit she's a redshirt freshman, so she got to watch it last year. But this is for her first time competing in it. we put a lot of responsibility as a coaching staff on our setters to be on our game plan. And we change that game plan all game long. It's like, okay, feed the middle. Okay, only set threes when 10 is up and only set ones when 17 is up. And this is their first time playing in this high octane type situation. And she was impeccable tonight. She was amazing all the way across in every position, and Marley as well. So I'm just very blessed to have two such phenomenal freshman setters out there doing such a great job.
And Alexis, last year up in Bellingham, you had to watch that trophy presentation rather than be a part of it. So talk about that feeling of being on the other side of it tonight.
Yeah, actually, I looked at Mehana today, and I was like, last year we were the ones handing that little box, and that was that was just so heartbreaking. And so I think that gave us a lot of fuel going into this season, and I think it's something that's really pushed us over the edge. But I mean, it's obviously, I'm so thankful to be on the other side of that this year and accepting the trophy.
And how did you feel as a redshirt freshman? Your first time out there hoisting the trophy.
Yeah. Well, I felt excited for myself because a lot of people don't know how much work goes into the redshirt season. So that
Yes.
and how much frustration comes with that, not being able to really feel like you're contributing when you are. But I honestly am just happy that we're gelling rather than the trophy. I really like the way we're playing, and I'm really excited for the journey that we continue to be working towards.
We get to keep playing.
Yeah.
There's only
Yeah.
8 teams in the country right now that get to keep playing, and we're
Right.
one of them. That's pretty awesome.
And Kim, you've been in this position 8 times now. Talk about getting to keep playing, like going to Denver.
It's awesome, and I'm happy that this group gets to keep playing because more than probably most of the groups that have gone, they definitely wanted to get there, but they're looking beyond just getting there. I mean, they're pretty focused on extending our stay at nationals. Lex 2 years ago had an opportunity to go as a freshman, and I think she would say that she would like to spend more time there. And there are some other players on our team. Lydia was there that season, and Bouge, and we have a few players out there that are like, no, we want to be there longer. So I think it's the key is right now to enjoy tonight, to really celebrate this and live in the moment, and then 12:01 midnight starts prepping for nationals.
It's in Denver, a little bit of a different climate and altitude. Do you think how that will affect the
We
games
played
at all?
in Denver before. It's nice to be on the West Coast, to be honest with you. It's nice to not be dealing with a 3-hour time change instead of just a 1-hour time change. That's really the biggest thing, in my opinion. I think the time change is much bigger deal than whether it's cold or whether it's whatever. We are always stuck with playing 3 hours before we're out of bed. So it's nice to be playing in a different time zone.
Coach, you mentioned that at 12:01 when you do change your focus, what you've done it a lot of different ways. You've won regionals on the road, you've won regionals at home. Does anything change when you go to nationals and everyone's on neutral court and you're 3 games away from a national championship? What is the mindset that you try and get your team in?
I think sometimes it can feel a little bit sterile because you don't have the huge crowds, whether it's for you or against you. And you're not always familiar with the opponents, but that's why I like this group. I think that their fire burns from within. It doesn't have to necessarily. They can be competitive against anybody. You could put a bunch of 11th graders on the other side of the net, and they want to beat them. It doesn't matter who it is. They want to beat the other side of the net. So that's a great competitive mindset, and it's a lot of fun to coach a group like that. So I think that really is the difference.
Last year when you guys lost in the regional final, you set this goal of not doing that again. You've done that, so now talk about how your guys' goals change now that you've accomplished that one and you move on to your next one.
I think from the very start of this season, we've set our goals to be in the end. So, of course, there's stepping stones that we wanted to accomplish on the way there, but our eyes have always been set on the end, and I think that's something that's different, a different approach that we decided to take this year than in past years.
Yeah, we decided to be bold and put it out there in our very first team bonding, and we say, let's say it out loud. We want to win a national championship. We want to be at nationals. We want all the things that happened before that need to happen, and we want to go and we want to win a national championship. And that's a scary thing. It makes you very vulnerable to put that out there, because if you say there's 350 Division II teams, you're setting yourself up for failure, maybe 349 out of 350, right? There can only be one. But we're willing to take that leap, and I'm proud of them for that, for learning to be able to put yourself out there and to be vulnerable in pursuit of something that's great.
Congratulations on win number 30 and best of luck getting to 33.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.